Well, listen, tell us about Beryl Gastaldello, because like I
Yep.
said earlier, she has come onto the international scene, burst onto it. And actually, when we were recruiting originally for the first season of
Yep.
the ISL, I remember talking to David Marsh and Lenny Kraselberg, and they were kind of asking my opinion because they'd never heard of her at that
Yep.
stage. And I was the head coach at Auburn. She'd been swimming at A&M, and I'd seen her firsthand. I'd seen her at dual meets, I'd seen her at SECs
Mhm.
and NCAAs. And I said to her, said to them, like, listen, the one thing I know about this girl is you might not know her now, but she is a racer. This
Yep.
girl loves to race, and this league is built around racing. You put this girl in a competitive environment, I'm telling you, she's going to race. And that's what we were looking for. We were looking for people that wanted to race. We
No,
weren't looking for
100%.
the fastest swimmers, but yeah, so just tell us about her.
Yeah, I mean, I think, maybe a year and a half ago, whenever everything was starting up, no one called her up. And I was like, man, this is perfectly built for her. But, she had no ISL team. She's like, Jason, what do I do? So I texted, Caleb, I texted Ryan Murphy, and he said, is there any spaces? And Ryan Murphy actually happened to text me back, and he's like, I'll ask Lenny. And then, weeks later, Lenny got back to me and her and said, yeah, we have one spot open. And then,
Mm.
and then when we didn't know what to expect, like you guys. The ISL, you didn't know what to expect, so we just kind of went in it, see what happened. And she did really well, and we were just trying new things for the first time with her because, when she was training with Steve Boltman, she was doing a little bit more aerobic training, working on technique. So it was a lot of good base for her, but she didn't do as much speed work all the time. So which is the ISL or things like that. So then we just started to work on more speed work, more power work with her, and then she had a new weight coach. So, she was trying to get stronger in that sense. So, that we used that first season as an experiment, and it worked really, really well. She did
Mm.
really well, but we knew there was more in that tank, and a lot of it for her was just about believing in herself.
Mm-hmm.
For the longest time, she never believed in herself. She never thought she could be a world-class swimmer
Mm-hmm.
or, win at a high level. She always thought she was good, but she was never going to be good enough. So that was the first step with her, is making her believe that, hey, you can win at the ISL. This is built for you. Short course meters are good at underwaters. You have great technique. You have great power. So all those things, just learning for first year. And then we spent the next 6 months fine tuning for the Olympics and things like that. And just making her believe slowly, 1 month at a time, one practice at a time. And then once this, during the summertime, COVID hit. So she was only not training that much, but we told her it's okay. We're going to do what we need to do. And then we finally, came to that ISL again, and she just hit it. And it just like confidence just kept on rolling. It was just like, James Harden. She just kept on eat. And the more she raced, the more confidence she got. And, it just carried on for the next 6 weeks. She did really well. I really wish she could peak at one meet and there wasn't so many meets back to back to back. Just so we could really see if she could break the world record in a couple of events, which I really think she can. But it's okay. It's all about the team. The ISL is about the team. So it's like, how many points can we, give to the team? So that just gave her a lot of confidence. In the next, 6 months, it's sky's the limit with her.
Yeah, I mean, it really is. But we all have our critics, and I think one of the criticisms of her maybe now is that she hasn't proven herself long course. She's been phenomenal short course, and that's because of opportunity. Honestly,
Yep.
I don't doubt that she can be incredible long course. I'm sure you don't either. But how do we translate this phenomenal success from short course meters to long course meters now?
Yeah, I mean, 2 weeks after the ISL, she had a chance to go to a French championship meet to try to make the Olympics, and she went 53 low, her best time in the 100 freestyle. Does she have more in the tank? Yes. I think, this past 2.5 months for her, the focus was short course meters. And then this meet 2 weeks after the ISL was just to see where she was at. And now, we're just going to take month by month to see how she could go to swim meets and, train at a high level and, have a chance to be in the Olympic final. I really think she can. And then once you're in the Olympic final, who knows what could happen? You could be lane 1, lane 8, or lane 4. It doesn't matter. You have a chance to win a medal. So I think she's just slowly building confidence, and that's making her believe that she can be there. And for the first time, she truly believes she's a world-class swimmer. And I think that's only the short term right now. Who knows what's going to happen in 2024, where it's in Paris, France, where she's from. I think that's going to be another build up to seeing where she can go then. I think so. It's just honestly, we're just taking it a month at a month time and helping her believe that she can be the best swimmer in the world.